Yo, what's good? What's good? What's going on? So I'm back again, once again. And listen, man, listen. Relationships are done. Relationships are done. In the Western world, relationships are done. Don't let anyone tell you any different. In the Western world, relationships are done. What do I mean by this? What do I mean when I say this? Because it's a clear statement, right? There's no ifs and or buts or maybes or doubts or anything, right? It just is what it is. If someone tells you they're in a relationship, but they're there scrolling on social media, looking at pictures of women or men or whatever, or watching porn, that's cheating. That is cheating. So you ain't in a relationship. The relationship was over and done with the moment you started doing that. And if you're going to tell me that you're in a relationship and you're flirting with men or women, whatever it is, because this ain't just women. This is men too. If you're going to tell me you're going to go and flirt with another woman, but you're in a relationship, you ain't in a relationship, bro. You're in a situationship. You're in a time and a place. There's a time and there's a place for it. So if you're just going out and you just say, hey, I just want to be a free spirit, no rules, no regulations, you ain't in a relationship. You ain't in one. You ain't ready for a relationship. Most humans ain't even ready for a relationship. They don't even know what a relationship entails. All right? What a relationship entails is you two having rules, you two having boundaries, and those boundaries and those rules being respected. Because if you don't respect boundaries, if you don't respect rules and regulations, then the relationship is doomed to fail. If I say to my girlfriend, "Hey, I'm going to start talking to other girls because you're not," essentially what I'm saying to her is, "You ain't enough. You ain't enough. I got to speak to other women because you ain't enough because I can't communicate with you. The communication's off, so I need to go and talk to other women." That's essentially what I'm saying. And vice versa. If she says, "Oh, I'm going to go talk to other men because your communication ain't enough," that's essentially what she's saying, right? In an invisible way, in a subtle way. So people don't see it like that. People say, "Oh, you're controlling. You're a narcissist." No, I have rules and boundaries. I have my boundaries. If I ain't enough, if I ain't priority in a relationship, I ain't gonna be in the relationship. I ain't doing it, and you shouldn't either. Nobody should. Nobody should be in front of you in a relationship. Nobody should be in front of you. Family, friends, right? She has a best friend. Her best friend comes first. Oh, my bestie, my bestie, my bestie comes first. My bestie comes first, bro. My bestie comes first, you know? Like, you ain't shit. Like, what? That's basically what she's saying. She's saying, you ain't shit. If she says her bestie comes first, you ain't shit, bro. You ain't shit. Like, my bestie. And then and with her family as well. Oh yeah, my family comes first. You don't come first. Sorry, I wouldn't choose you. Sorry. Hey, what? Come on, man. Really? Really? Nah, man. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. Because if she's gonna say to me, you need to compromise this, and you ain't willing to compromise that, then nah, it ain't working. I ain't doing it. We ain't on the same level. We ain't doing it. I ain't going down that road, man. So this is what we have here. We have people that are not humans, women and men, right? Humans, incompatible. There's no compatibility there because they don't want to follow rules and regulations because they think it's control. They think it's a narcissist. Oh, narcissist, narcissist, narcissist. Control, control. Oh, victim, victim, victim. Ugh, ugh. That's what they want to do. They want to play victim. They want to play victim. They want to do things, right? They want to break the rules. They want to break the regulations. And then they want to play victim. you know? It's like a murderer who gets caught. Oh, well, they said this to me. They did this. Victim blaming. You just killed someone. What are you talking about, man? You crazy? Come on, man. So, this is what we have, and this is why it won't work. It won't work. Listen, men and women, listen to what I'm saying. It won't work. With that, you're with that person right now, right? That human, and that human isn't compromising. They ain't compromising. They ain't meeting the rules and regulations of the relationship. It ain't gonna work. I'm talking to you. It ain't gonna work. Why are you still there? Why? Why haven't you left yet? Because you got into a habit. You got into a habit. But you say that you love that. You say you love that other human, but you don't. It's a habit. It's a time and a place. Right? If you really love life, then you will leave that situationship. Because you have a bunch of men out here getting divorced and they lose all of their money, they lose all of their assets, and she's there sitting pretty with some black immigration dude, this black guy from Africa. He's 25, he's got a 10-inch cock, and he's just come over, right? And he's breeding her, but he's bored, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go have sex with this 50-year-old, what is it, gilf or milf or whatever. I'm gonna go have sex with her, man. Yeah, man. And then when he gets bored, he goes, and then she's there crying, depressed, and she's like, "What have I done? Oh, what have I done? I left my husband. We got divorced. The kids, everything. Oh, what have I done? What have I done?" And then he's there trying to sort out his finances, trying to recoup the loss that he, just endured through her. And all she's bothered about is, oh, I've made a big mistake, but my pride, I can't tell him because I'm too prideful, and he'll think this, he'll think he's correct. But he is correct. He's always been correct, because the man has a brain. He thinks logically and reasonably, and he thinks into the future. He doesn't just live in his emotion. He just live in the now and like, oh, woo, everything's cool, everything's good, woo. He doesn't do that. But that's the world that most nowadays the women feel like they can live in, because, oh, it's this queen, you're a queen. Oh yeah, man, you're a queen, Ooh, yeah, looking fly, man, yeah, man. Ooh, let's do what we want. Let's go get drunk and, go have sex with loads of men. Ooh. That's the Western woman nowadays. That's the Western woman, And then her girlfriend's like, oh yeah, he ain't shit. He ain't nothing, man. He ain't chasing you. He's not texting back. Yeah, he ain't falling for your games, man. Yeah. You should just leave him, Just leave him and find someone else. There's plenty more fish in the sea. You know how it is. And then 6 months later, she's there with regret. She's just thrown away a relationship and a man that would have given her the world. He would have given her the world. But then he said, you know what? I ain't going to do this anymore. And he woke up one day and he was logical and he's reasonable. And he made a decision and he had a plan of action. What he was going to set out to do. He's going to be successful, right? He was going to have financial freedom, right? He was going to have his energy together. He was going to manage his energy. He was going to meditate every day, and he had the plan, right? And he manifested that plan, And God has plans. God has plans. That's all I'm going to say about that. But just know, modern relationships, modern dating, whatever words you want to use, the words are not important. What's important is the dynamic between a man and a woman. It's changed. The energy has changed. The energy has changed. Social media has changed the energy. because they can now get an infinite amount of energy, an infinite amount of attention without leaving their phone. But it's a false reality. It's a metaverse. You know, meta means dead. Meta means dead. And that's what they're doing on Facebook and all these virtual reality VR goggles. Wow, I can see you. Cool. Stupid. So we have to really have a sense of just a logic. We have to have logic. We have to have reason. We have to have stability. Relationships are about stability. They're about yin and yang. They're about a female and a male coming together and creating stability, prosperity, creating love. They're about love. Okay? But when you have all these outside interferences, all these outside influences, it breaks the relationship. Okay? So just remember that. Relationships are done.